I like to tell people that it's something you have to feel, because I couldn't do it any justice. It's powerful because in a world where things are so messed up and you're constantly in fear of what's going to be around the next corner, there's this thing that's there for you to cope. I was born in a faraway place called Nigeria. Yeah, I moved here when I was 13. Never lived in Toronto, moved straight to Mississauga, like suburbia, which kind of added to why it was a little tough for me. Got thrown right into high school, like no friends, no one to talk to, but you know, we got through it. We got through it somehow.
All right, y'all, we got Blind Illusion's very own Frostimus Prime, FrostFlow.
My intro to hip-hop culture was through Frost.
Hip-hop should be accessible to people who feel like they need it and want to discover it. So I dedicated my life to try to do that.
He was running sessions and practices at these community centers in Mississauga.
It's always been with the idea of growing my community, of spreading and advocating on behalf of why I'm so passionate about this culture. Kosi is my homegirl from the neighborhood. I just kept seeing her at events and jams, and she was always so like bright as a person.
I was having the most fun, just like ripping it up, you know, and it just felt great.
There's a lot of incredible dancers that are coming out of this community because of the city, because of Toronto and Mississauga. There's something special about being here.
First person I ever saw doing hip-hop freestyle was Mariano, Abarca. And I didn't know anything about Toronto history, dance-wise, you know, hip-hop-wise. And I didn't know I was talking to a living legend, you know?
Keep it in the pocket, baby. Like your zigzags and loose change. Keep it in the pocket, baby.
When you're at this point in your career and you're trying to find out where you belong and where you fit, it's really nice to hear that people still regard you in a high light.
I'd seen him on Much Music, you know, him and Bag of Tricks. And Bag of Tricks was instrumental in changing the face of breaking in world history. I remember my crew first battled them, and for me that was kind of like a passing of the torch to some degree, or like a foreshadowing of my crew and my involvement in the community.
Sometimes I sit and I think, whoa, like this thing started like way before I was even thought about.
Those are the years that I was so hip-hop. Everything I did, everything was hip-hop.
It's a funny story because the first time I ever met him was at the audition for Feds.
We dubbed it Female Elite Dance Squad, so Feds. And I had a group of 7 girls and they trained their asses off. We just kept training. It was just me and them, me and them, me and them, me and them.
He taught lessons without even knowing it. About how to carry yourself, how to demand respect, and how to just throw down a mean set.
Sundays are my day where I still get to dance. I still get to be me. I still get to be, you know, when I'm teaching hip hop, I get to be hip hop.
People don't know that about Mariano. They don't, but he inspired a lot of people. There's people who care about this culture on so many levels because it's touched them. So I try my best to pay it forward and give respect to the previous generation by learning about history.
Back then, it was just trying to do my mentors proud, you know? Trying to show them that the time that they invested was worth something and that, like, yeah, I could do this.
All you want to make sure is that you give whatever you can. The fact that those people have enough respect to say that I did something for them, it's a really nice feeling. She would look at those little details and try to figure them out, try to decipher what it was in order for her to understand how to do that with her body. So she was always like that. She was always very, very observant to the intricacies of something.
To be honest, at every stage of my life, it's taken somebody outside of my circle stopping, looking at me and saying, you have potential. You move up a level. You know, when I was in high school, freestyling in the hallways, and someone said you should join the dance team. It happened after Feds at Tuds when Lady C said, I want to train you.
I met Kosi when I moved to Toronto. She came to a few of my workshops and classes. You know, I kind of saw her at a few different battles, and I would always be asking, like, what's that girl's name again?
She stops me and she goes, hey, I see a lot of potential in you. I would really love to invest in you. Is it chill if I train you?
I don't remember that day as much as she does. Obviously, it had an impact on her.
So, of course, I'm coming in like, you know, still seize up when I see that woman, man. Crazy.
She was raised in show business. She was raised to be a star. And then later I learned she could dance. And I was like, oh, could she dance? She could dance, yeah, hell yeah.
And here comes Lady C, calm as a fucking cucumber. Popping harder than me, man.
The best female dancer in Canada. Just my opinion, though. Don't ask me.
And we all get down, but we all come back around. And we all fall down.
The other side of my life is making music and writing and singing. I think there's so many different ways to contribute to the culture. People throw events, some people teach classes, you know, I teach classes and try to pass on the knowledge that I was given and make sure that it doesn't die, you know. Sometimes I think someone's amazing, but I don't take the time to go tell them. But this one I thought, no, I think I really need to tell her because I don't think she actually knows.
Everyone said I was good, right? They thought I was naturally talented, whatever that might be. But I thought I sucked.
I could see that she was very holding back something, like there was something in the way of letting it out, you know?
There's been a lot of moments of doubting myself, what I can offer hip-hop after all it's given me. You know, moving here is not easy. I had massive culture shock that I didn't feel to tell anybody about. I had this view of hip-hop as being a platform for me to talk about the skin that I live in.
There's really serious stuff that's part of these dances that even I can never fully understand, but at least I can acknowledge and respect it.
It changed my outlook on what it is to be black. Being the only black person in most of my schools was not easy. And I felt unwanted, you know, and it would have been easy for me to fall into a deep sadness. One that, you know, you really can't shake off your bones. But I think hip-hop in the smallest essence and community and just good nature and good energy steered me away from that. And I think in that way it saved my life, because I don't want to imagine where I would be without it right now.
She's somebody that came into my life for a reason, and I came into her life for a reason, you know? She just needed somebody to tell her that it's okay to let it out.
I like to say that she didn't teach me about the dance aspect. She taught me about being a human in dance and hip-hop culture and hip-hop music and dance. It's like a way of shedding. And I can't get enough. Can't get enough of it. Hip-hop taught me how to take up space for myself as a human being and how to show everybody else that they do deserve that spotlight. It's there for you to bask in, to glow in.
Her growth has been so exponential. It was like she just exploded into the world.
Just like showing everybody the roots, traveling a lot all over the place and competing, and you know, she's like a Nigerian princess. I believe that she's entering maybe another phase in her life where she's kind of like, all right, been there, done that, now I'm trying to do something else.
So recently I told my parents that I'm moving. Flying to Vancouver in an hour and 55 minutes. I connected with some of the leaders out there. For the longest time, they've just been like, hey, you should just come down and help build something here.
I'm a little nervous, but I'm just excited to be like a different place, experience new people. You know how we do.
As sad as I am to lose her, I'm so excited for her to take that next step.
I can't front. I never thought that I'd be, you know, traveling for dance or battling, but that would be like what brought me to all these opportunities.
Hip-hop to me is a global family. It's music, it's art, it's language. Like it's been said in the past by so many. Peace, love, unity. Having fun is just a natural part of it, but it also is history. So as long as everybody keeps that history and keeps it true, then all those things can happen.
In this day and age, it's in my hands. How I communicate it, how I share it, because it saved people's lives. It saved my life. It's people like Lady C, the Mariano Abarcas. It's those people that bring me back. And it's the music. I can't deny it. You know, I can't deny that good feeling when that music plays. It brings me back. It's so worth it. You're gonna go out there and you're gonna show them how you really feel, and you're gonna bring it back to feeling through dance. I'm really sharing a story because my story is one that needs to be shared.
Move your way, we're dancing to the rhythm of me and you, the rhythm of what